Hello, everyone. It is Jason from The Awkward Pause. Today, we are starting a new playlist called Be Careful How You Listen, and it's all about reviving the lost art of listening in modern Western culture. And I know that listening doesn't sound like the sexiest skill or topic. Nobody brags like, I became a pro listener today. Yet it is absolutely essential for a thriving long-term relationship. Before we get going, if you do like this content, we recently opened a merch store. If you want to support us, or you can like, subscribe, and comment below. So, in regard to listening, we live in a culture where most people listen only to reply because we are a highly opinionated people here in the West. We wait for our turn to talk instead of trying to truly understand the other person. If you want a relationship that lasts, you have to flip the script and you have to start listening to understand the other person. Now, I've found for men, oftentimes we listen to solve problems. Not at all uncommon when a woman is sharing about an issue, a challenge, something she's going through. He jumps in with all these solutions because, hey, we're dudes. We're here to fix things. We're here to make things better. And what happens is she'll say something like, You're not even listening to me. I don't feel understood. And rightly so. Women, I think, often fall into a different trap. Oftentimes, I've seen for women is they listen long enough to say, okay, well, here's what I would do in your situation. And they take what they're hearing, they turn it around on themselves, and all of a sudden they're talking about them and they're not listening to the other person. In both cases, real understanding and therefore real connection gets lost. Why do we listen to understand? We listen to understand because it builds trust, empathy, and real connection with the other person, and real connection is why we're here. So, two simple practices that can make you a pro listener. Number one is reiteration, and number two is asking follow-up questions. For instance, my wife recently came to me and shared that she would like us to plan a trip together this summer. I could reply with, a trip together? That's awesome. Tell me more about what you had in mind. Or, did you have a destination in mind? Are you still brainstorming? These small habits, reiteration, thoughtful follow-up, first of all, they let the other person know that you are engaged, you're present with them, and they turn just everyday normal conversations into opportunities for deeper connection. One final point that I would like to make is that listening is a practice. You are not going to get good at this overnight. This is something that requires daily reps. So give yourself some grace to let this skill develop over time. That is all I have for you today. As always, thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next video.